Welcome everyone to WrestleVerse. Oh dear. So WrestleVotes, convenient timing, uh, reported today that there's been an idea has been discussed, however not determined at this point, that that the at this point is an on-screen pairing of Charlotte Flair and Andrade Cien Almas when they return to television. The idea behind it is to use Charlotte's star power to elevate Andrade Cien Almas to the main event scene. I'm adding the Cien Almas because that's what his real name is, Andrade Cien Almas, instead of his shortened name because Vince hates long names. Okay, so I heard this and I wanted to talk about it. So like I get I get the reasoning why to push Andrade to the main event scene, but I think I have a problem with it though. So when you had Andrade and Selena, they both built each other up. They got themselves up to that level. They got themselves up to that talking point in NXT. Whereas Charlotte is already an established main event star, whether fans accept that or not is a different matter. And Andrade in the main roster is, well, essentially this. He's foreign, therefore he's evil in Vince's world. So, yeah, he's not going to be, he wasn't really being pushed as much as he could have been, and especially with Angel Garza. In fact, I kind of forgot about them. Uh, so afterwards, Zelina was terminated by both Andrade and Angel Garza, and then they split. And well, we all know where that went. With Zelina, she was fired by WWE because how dare she express her freedom of individuality? Ugh, bastard. But that's a different matter because I am still mad about that, and I will not forget that. Anyways, so Charlotte Flair being used to power up Andrade Cien Almas to main event status. Even though, yes, he can deliver, he has shown he can carry the main event scene, especially during his time in NXT. And we all know how awesome that was. The problem is that, and my problem with that majorly is Andrade. Okay, so it's the same issue that some people could say they had an issue with Tyson Kidd when he was pushed to main event status in the NXT brand and he was being chanted, Natty's husband, Natty's husband, that he's only there at this point because of Natalia. And I don't know how to feel about that. Like Tyson Kidd did deliver some great work, but the Natty's husband line was still sticking to him. So this is my fear. If Andrade is pushed, if Andrade is pushed to the main event scene, not because of what he brought to the table, but because it's Charlotte Flair, the person he's engaged with, if to be married and everything, it's just concerning that if they do that, it's going to make Andrade be seen not Andrade Cien Almas, but instead he'll be seen as Charlotte's husband, Charlotte's husband, Charlotte's husband, Charlotte's husband, and whatnot, because casual fans will see Andrade as, oh, he's only this way because of Charlotte. You know, like how people accuse Triple H of being only in that main event spot because of his relationship with Stephanie and everything. Uh, that's honestly the problem that Andrade could face if they actually go with this route. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, I would be interested in this new power couple idea if they don't do the Seth Rollins Becky Lynch route, where Becky was not interested in doing it, but WWE was like, force it, force it, force it, force it. And then Seth Rollins ran into a temper tantrum and destroyed his reputation with fans. I made a video about that on my main channel a while back. Yeah. The self-decimation, as we all remember it being, where Seth Rollins just blew himself up and destroyed his reputation with fans and pretty much killed any interest I had ever seeing him again as a face unless he publicly apologizes for his absurd behavior. And I'm not going to go into what's going on today because if I do, I will be pissed. Because wow, I'm going down the rabbit hole. No, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there. So yeah, Charlotte Flair being given something new to do, something different, new material to work with, instead of just coming in saying, I want a title shot, gets it, most likely wins it, and ruins everything for fans again, and has a long reign. Because Rhea Ripley sure benefited off of losing to Charlotte. So, yeah. So, Charlotte being given something new to do as a valet, yet also being a performer, could lead to some interesting routes they could take with her. And hopefully not Becky Seth Rollins route, because that's just terrible. Well, in fact, I now already fear that they're going to do Charlotte and Andrade versus Seth Rollins and Becky when they come back. And are 100%, because let's be real, they'll probably do that. And do I want Andrade in the main event scene? Yes, I do. But I don't want it because, oh, he's dating Charlotte, therefore he has to get, therefore he's just being given it. Instead, whereas Andrade has proven he can work with the main event scene that he should have earned by now. But Vince doesn't like him because he speak no English. No speak English. Because Vince is probably xenophobic and racist. But I will not dig into that rabbit hole because I will never be done with that kind of idea of a video. But I look at this and I'm like, they're like Andrade could benefit from it if they do it right. But at the same time, there's gonna be that lingering of, oh, you're just engaged to Charlotte, therefore you're the only reason you're getting this. That's the only reason you're earning getting this stuff, and cutting ahead of the line. Whereas Charlotte's already have all this because Vince prefers blondes and has an obsession for Flairs. Because wrestling lineage is important when it's not. So, yeah, it's really going to have to depend on how they handle this. I'm pretty sure they're going to handle it morally terribly. However, it is Charlotte Flair, so I do get the feeling they'll be able to work it. They'll be able to make it work to some extent because it is Charlotte, so therefore we got favor Charlotte. Though, there's a problem I have. It's... Why couldn't they have done this with Selena before, when they did this with Selena and Andrade? Just keep them together, have the formula work with them that happened in NXT instead of forcing it. Like, I'm hoping at least Charlotte could help Andrade with the promos, because we all remember how Charlotte was when she was first doing promos, just coming off as so robotic, and even now I'm still kind of that was not a good delivery. So, yeah, and plus, I still remember when their relationship was first revealed. Some wrestling fans said, "Oh, they're only dating because they don't want Charlotte or Andrade to build the AEW," and I'm just like, no. In fact, WWE has more of a history of breaking couples up than actually having them together. Heck, even Triple H and Stephanie were forced to break up by Vince because of political reasons in WWE. Then he approved of it, and then we all know how that went. But, like, there's been a ton of relationships, even fictional ones, that WWE's like, nope, this is too popular. Nope, we have too much morale going on. We need to destroy it. So, yeah. And whenever they do embrace a relationship pairing, they either do it with contempt or they do with Seth Rollins and Becky. Oh, God. I hate that storyline. When I first heard Charlotte and Andrade were dating, I was like, long and behold, everyone, we're going to get the sequel to the sequel to the sequel of the worst romantic storylines in the history of entertainment. Charlotte Flair, Andrade, Zelina, Aleister Black. In the ultimate love square romance that surpasses even the likes of Ziggler, Ray, Lana, Rusev. That makes Twilight tolerable. I mean, if the actor was actually trying. And makes the Clone Wars, makes the Attack of the Clones romance look look like they have chemistry. In fact, it's probably not worse as Twilight. That's just my opinion. But yeah, a lot of people were dreading that if they did that, it would ruin everyone involved. So luckily they're never going to do that because Aleister Black's probably forever going to be pissed at Vince for what he did. All right, I fired your girl because she does Twitch, and I hate that. It offends me. I want all the money, damn it. So good luck with Charlotte Andrade if they do plan to do the storyline, because they can be a power couple. I think it could work, especially when they're heels. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be like Edge and Lita, because we're never gonna get that kind of edgy content ever again in WWE, unless everything got desperate and then they had to resort to edgy content because they're running out of viewership. But that's never gonna happen. So if everyone suddenly stopped financially supporting WWE, like say the stock investors, the corporate heads, the networks, the Prince of Saudi Arabia, then I'm pretty sure they would go to the edgy try with effort content again. Maybe. But yeah. Oh man, it's just gonna be interesting. It will be interesting. I do know that. Like, I know these two can bring it to the table with this thing. Like, as much as I don't like Charlotte being overbooked, and I would actually welcome this new route for her because it gives her something new to work with, something new to do. Ooh, it adds a new flavor of character for her. Like how she can work beyond just being a wrestler, because in this day and age, there has to be like other occupants you can do in wrestling besides being a wrestler these days with so much uncertainty going on. So yeah, we're gonna have to see where this goes, if it goes anywhere at all, because this was not confirmed yet. This has not been officially gonna happen yet. We'll have to see these in the coming weeks, because Raw currently does have Andrade and Charlotte, so they're currently on Raw, on the Raw brand. So we'll have to see what they do there. But yeah, and plus it would give Drew McIntyre something to do. Oh god, I just realized it. Oh god, I just realized it. Bray Wyatt versus Alexa Bliss versus Andrade and Charlotte. Oh god, oh those poor bastards. Oh, okay, maybe Wyatt can make it work with that story. Also, Edge and Beth Phoenix versus them. Oh god, they already have two people ready in line waiting to kick their ass. Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I bet. Okay, so yeah, this was WrestleVerse, everybody. This was Neo Reality Presents the WrestleVerse. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, check out the videos in all my channels. Stay tuned for more. I'll see y'all next time, and I'll be back hopefully with the next episode talking about the two NXT War Game matches. Take care.